Would you like to amplify your voice and tell your story to a broader audience? Well, you're about to find out how to do that today. Hi, I'm Jen Wiggins, and I'm here with Travis Horn, owner of Bullhorn Communications.
Thanks for coming, Jen.
Yes, of course. So tell me a little bit more about your company and a little bit more about your background.
My background, I'm from Kissimmee, Florida, so I'm a native Floridian and small business owner here in Ybor City. Also the chairman of the Ybor City Chamber of Commerce this year, and served in the United States Army after high school, and always loved storytelling, so it only stands to reason that I'd end up having a job in public relations where I help people tell their stories every day.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, thank you for your service, first and foremost. So are you local? Do you live in the Tampa area now, and whereabouts?
Yeah, I'm local. We live in Riverview, just outside the city limits in Riverview, and short commute to Ybor City. Here at our office in the Secure Cyber Co-work, which is the Undercroft here in Ybor City, and really just love the environment down here.
That's great. So tell me a little bit more about the type of clientele that you work with. What types of things do you do to set yourself apart from other public relations companies?
Yeah, well, we obviously, from my military background, I enjoy working with military and veteran-owned businesses, also organizations and charities at times, but we've done a lot of charity work in the past, and we also work with first responders and first responder related organizations. Both my brothers were firefighters in Orlando, and so just love to work with those men and women who service as first responders and veterans.
That's wonderful. And I know you have a history with the first responders. I think you mentioned earlier to me that you had a bill passed in the state of Florida.
Earlier this year, I mean, a lot of people contributed and helped with that effort, but yeah, we packed up and took the family up to the Capitol here in the state of Florida in Tallahassee, and helped do our best to help push the effort for firefighter cancer presumption. It's a bill that would cover the families of firefighters who are diagnosed with cancers that we know are being created by exposure to carcinogens in the course of their duty. So it was something that was a long time coming, and Florida was essentially one of the last 2 or 3 states to not address that issue for firefighters, first responders, and I'm really proud that they did.
Oh, that's incredible. Well, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, glad to.
Yeah. So I know we're in Ybor City here. This is where your office is located. Are you pretty involved in the Ybor area? Are you involved in the community?
I'm really involved in the Ybor. Been involved in the Chamber of Commerce here for many years, and again served this year as chairman. But just trying to do my part, participate, and tell people what a great community this is. They really, being an old cowboy from Kissimmee, they really have embraced me here in this community. Right. And met so many good friends and business associates. It's a great place to do business, given that it's such a historical place, and it started with commerce years ago, and of course the tobacco industry and cigars, and there's still a good deal of that, and we're glad to have it. But also looking forward to the technology side of things.
What makes you different from other PR firms out here in the Tampa area?
Yeah, it's funny, even before law school, I was in radio advertising and marketing, and always enjoyed the creative side of that. But in law school, you use what's called the Socratic method, so the professors will ask you questions. And I really had a knack for taking the facts of the case, sometimes a historical case, many years ago, and really putting it in terms that people could understand for today's times. And so my classmates said that I should definitely be in PR or a publicist, something like that. And it's a lot more fun than practicing law. No offense to my friends who practice law. I love them. God bless them. We need great lawyers. But it was a better fit for me professionally, and it's something that I really embrace.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I love, just like the bullhorn, the connotation is, all we do really is, you've got a great story. A lot of the viewers, everyone has an individual great story. There's something interesting about you, even if you don't think so. I promise you, there are episodes in your life that are interesting to people. And so if you can just help tell those stories and get them out to a broader audience, that's really what we do. That's what sets us apart. We focus on the client and telling their story.
So Travis, tell me about some of your ideal clients.
Ideal clients could be anything from the tech industry and cybersecurity, like we've talked about, law firms, given my legal background, kind of gives me an extra edge when it comes to helping lawyers and attorneys tell their stories and the stories of their clients sometimes that need to be told as well. But technology, software companies, things like that. We have a new software client coming on board this month, and always, military veteran-owned businesses and first responder type organizations, but definitely with more of a focus nowadays on tech and with the new emphasis on cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm. So a tech client, that seems pretty tricky for telling a story. Give me an example of how you would be able to tell a story for a tech company, such as someone new here in the Tampa area. Or
again, some of these new technologies are so amazing. It can be challenging to convey the impact that those types of items will have on the public, and so you just have to drill down and look at not be amazed by the technology itself, but how is that technology impacting the public at large, and have the clients ensure that their advertising, their marketing, and their PR are focused on that.
So give me one quick tip for our viewers who might be in the market for public relations.
Well, we've all seen, back in the old days, people would send out mass fax, and nowadays they send out mass emails and just blast it out to all the media. I don't think that's the right approach. A better approach would be to do your research, look for news media persons who are interested in your area of expertise or your topic or your product or service, and focus on them, forge a relationship. If you don't have those relationships or you don't have the time to do that, then that would be the perfect client who would need Bullhorn Communications, and we'd be glad to help. Contact us on the web at yourstoryamplify.com and hit the contact form, and or you can also reach us through our Facebook page, Bullhorn Communications on Facebook.
Great. Okay, well, we'll make sure to put the link below
Thank
this
you.
video for your website and your Facebook page. Thank you so much for
I
doing
appreciate
this
you
today.
coming by
Yes,
and helping
of
me tell
course.
my story.
Yes, of course.
I'm usually on the other side of the camera telling the story.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Thank you
Now your
very
story
much.
is amplified.
You're doing great work. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Travis.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you all for watching, and check Travis out, Bullhorn Communications.
Thank you.